Welcome to my podcast. Today I'll be talking about breakout players in fantasy hockey and fantasy football. Breakout players in fantasy hockey. Center, Dylan Larkin. Detroit is now Dylan Larkin's team, with Henrik Zetterberg likely missing this season. Left winger, Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk is now anchoring the second line of the Coyotes. He'll be counted on to be a go-to guy. Right winger, Reinhart. Reinhart will be playing on the first line with Jack Eichel and Jeff Skinner. He'll also be playing on the first power play unit. Defense, Rasmus Dahlin. Rasmus Dahlin will be an impact player right away for the Buffalo Sabres. He is playing on the second D pair and first power play unit of the Sabres. Defenseman, Ivan Provorov. Ivan Provorov quietly put up 17 goals last season. He should only improve offensively. Goaltender, Gibson. Gibson has a great team in front of him this year, which is why he could get 40 wins this season. Breakout players in fantasy football. Quarterback, Garoppolo. Garoppolo finished the 2017 season going 5-0, averaging 21.7 fantasy points. He seems to be the real deal. Running back, Dalvin Cook. Before getting injured last season, Cook was a top 5 fantasy option. He is worthy of being selected early. Running back, Mixon. Even though Mixon is still sharing touches with Giovanni Bernard, he will still be a low-end number 1 fantasy running back. Wide receiver, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper had a down year last season. With John Gruden as his new head coach, he'll easily top 1,000 yards and get 6 touchdowns. Wide receiver, JuJu Schuster-Smith. Schuster-Smith will be the number 2 receiver this season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He'll get a lot more targets. Tight end, TE-Trey Burton. Burton will now likely be the go-to receiver for Mitch Trubisky. He'll be a top 5 fantasy tight end. On my next podcast, I'll be talking about major questions heading into the NHL and NBA season.